Good evening, fellow compatriots. Welcome to the 11th edition of the Diaspora Video Conference session, and thank you once again for making time to join us on this Town Hall conference. My name is Prince Ade Omole, your host and moderator for the next 60 minutes. Our special guest this evening is a well-respected technocrat and an astute politician. He is a fellow of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, ICANN, a fellow of the Institute of Brand Management of Nigeria, a fellow of the Nigeria Institute of Shipping, a fellow of the Employment and Career in Nigeria, and a member of the Nigeria Chartered Institute of Bankers, CIB. He is the president of Masters Energy Group, which is a multinational organization with over 16 subsidiaries and interests across a variety of industries. In 2014, he was awarded a national award, the Officer of the Order of the Niger, OON, by the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I have the great pleasure of welcoming the Honorable Minister of State, Mines and Steel, Dr. Uche Oga, to the Diaspora Video Conference platform. You're welcome to the platform, sir.
Thank you, Prince Omole. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Before we get started, I would like to acknowledge the presence of few VIPs that have also connected from Nigeria, the United Kingdom, USA, and Russia and Canada. We have Mrs. Patricia Ene, who is one of the top directors at NIDCOM being Nigerians in Diaspora Commission. We have ambassadors and officials from our Russia office in Nigeria, the Nigerian office in Russia. We have Honorable Folo Jutalaya, who is the Southwest UK chairman. We have Professor Adebisi Adewale from the University of Scotland. We have our leaders from South Africa, USA, and Canada. And lastly, we have officials from the SGF's office in preparation for the SGF's attendance on this highly subscribed diaspora platform. Honorable Minister, sir, thank you so much once again for being part of this event this evening. We have received, you're welcome, sir. We have received few advanced questions prior to this session, and one of the primary questions is on access. Honorable Minister, could you please give us a summary of what's required to access the mines and steel industry in Nigeria? For instance, I am an investor, I have my visa, I have my ticket, I have a bag filled with dollars to invest in Nigeria. How do I actually access the industry, sir? And secondly, do we have an up-to-date solid minerals map for Nigeria? Thank you so much, Honorable Minister.
Thank you, Prince Omole. Thank you, and welcome all the viewers and all the participants all over the world. I want to appreciate all of you. First, I must say, I want to share with you the development that this administration has brought to the Ministry of Mines and Steel within the period that the President Buhari has taken over the office as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He has taken Ministry of Mines and Steel Development, one, for diversification of the economy, two is for job creation, three for industrialization, four is for export of value added minerals, and for poverty reduction. Solid mineral has contribution to the GDP to the tune of about 0.5%, which is far cry from what it used to be in the 1960s and 70s. But we are promising that by the year 2023-25, we are getting to 5%. So this is what is currently going on. And I can tell you that the president is doing a lot to showcase this ministry as a key ministry for his administration. And I believe that within the ministry, there's been a lot of ongoing reform that is going on in the ministry. The minister, myself, the PAMSEC, will be able to put heads together to look at how we can drive this ministry to make it a key ministry that Nigerians should be proud of, that Nigerians be aware of basically what is going on, that the president has done a lot. Years before coming into government, 2019, our predecessors came up with what we call the roadmap for the Nigerian mining sector. And then within the period, we looked at the development of key strategic minerals, which includes gold, barite, coal, lead, zinc, iron ore, bitumen, and limestone. But you know that Nigeria is blessed with over 44 minerals that can be said to have been verified that in commercial value. So we have all these minerals littered all over the country. So there's a lot that is going on. We have what they call the National Integrated Mineral Exploration Project, the NIME project, which the President Buhari took up to explore, to see how we can get this, explore our minerals to have a bankable data, because over the period, people are saying we do not have data, we do not know actually what we have in Nigeria. So he took it upon himself to see how these minerals can be developed into commercial and viable data for investors. And that is currently going on. And then we have a good report with our Nigerian Geological Survey Agency, which you can always look at each point in time to see what has been done. They can help you see, so that it can help you to equally prepare your mind towards investing in the mineral sector in Nigeria. And as you know that the mining sector is a key sector that can encourage a whole lot of employment within the period. And equally, when you look at it, the artisanal and small-scale miners as formalization, which currently we are doing, we are formalized, because if you look at Nigeria mining sector, is characterized by artisanal mining. So what we're doing is to see how we can formalize them and bring them into cooperative and groups, so that we can see how we can empower them and make them to get to the next level of mining, and then using them as a way of increasing the economic activities going on within the mining corridor. So the artisanal mining formalization is currently going on, and is getting a great leap from the president. The restructuring of the mineral title administration to include online application processes and enforcement of use of lose it or you lose it. Either you use it or you lose it. Because over the period, yes, we are saying that you can go online if anywhere you are in Russia, you're in America, in South Africa, you can go online and apply and supply all the necessary information and you get your title. But you have within 6 months, you must use it or you lose it. Because what we are saying is that it's only when you use your mineral title, it becomes productive. So we are saying that people should start using their minerals so that they can create economic activities within the corridors of the mining corridors. So that is ongoing. We're getting stakeholders engagement, which includes the entire tiers of government. We're getting both the local government, the state government, even the traditional rulers, getting everybody integrated so that there will be a synergy within all the tiers of government, so that we can all be saying the same thing as a people. Then promotion of the mineral potentials of Nigeria to the international and local investment community, because over the period, the minister has traveled to almost Ndaba, South Africa, Russia, and shared the development in the mineral sector with investors. And I can assure you that within the period of this administration, that a lot of investors have been asking how do they come in, and they've been pouring in to see how they can get involved in mining in Nigeria. We are resuscitating the Nigerian metal industry to drive the local raw material consumption, because you find out that we are looking at equally industrial materials, minerals, how we can ensure that they can support the local manufacturing for our industry, so that we can resuscitate most of our industry, which can lead to increase in employment. There is equally upcoming export guidelines for solid mineral, which clearly define the export protocols, because over time, Nigeria people export mineral without proper documentations, and then we are saying that we're getting people, whatever you are taking out of the country must be properly documented, and then have a certificate, so that wherever you are going, they know actually that this mineral is coming from Nigeria. So these are things that we're doing. There's equally a downstream policy for value addition. The downstream value addition is to ensure that there is no mineral that leaves Nigeria without value addition, so that this will help to creation of beneficiation plans, that this will add more value, and this will create more jobs for the teeming Nigerian youth. These are the new policies that are being created. They are trying to stamp out illegal mining activities and ensuring prosecution of offenders. We want to see that illegal mining is totally stamped out, because what the government is doing, that we've come to level that the small scale mining, we issue our small scale mining licenses, which means that you don't need to engage in illegal mining. So get your license and then mine, and then pay your due royalty, and then you make your money. So there's no need for you to get involved with illegal mining. So we're trying to see how it can get criminalized. We're equally strengthening the regulatory and legal framework for administration of the sector. So a whole lot is going on within the mining sector to see how we can strengthen the mining sector for the interests of both investors, protecting the investors and protecting equally the sector, using all the legal and the regulatory frameworks to strengthen all the key sectors that is in the ministry. So there's a whole lot that is going on, like I said. Yes, well, in your question, you talked about how can somebody come into Nigeria because to invest in Nigeria. For me, it's very simple. Like I said it, we are creating online portals where you can access to process your mining, because the first point of call is your mining cadastral office. Okay. And the mining cadastral office is where you are in charge of all the mineral titles we have in Nigeria. So you will make your applications either physically or online. Okay. And then it's available within the Nigerian Mineral and Mining Act of 2007. Okay. So you can access any license you want from the ministry. So within I think basically few things that are needed, I always advise people when you want to get involved in assessing title from the ministry, there's a need for you to engage a geologist who will be able to help you to get the coordinates. Okay. And because you cannot just apply for what you don't know. You must have the coordinates, so that the coordinate is showing that this is within the confines, and then that shows that those coordinates are not engaged. They are not already people title hold. There's nobody that is holding the title. Okay. So yes, that helps you. So the 6 types of mineral titles available from MCO include the recognizance permit, the exploration license, the small scale mining lease, the mining lease itself, the quarry lease, and water use permit. So applications are open to all Nigerians with corporate affairs, commission registered companies, or yeah. So it's something that is open to all. It's not restricted to anybody. It is not a bourgeois activity.
It's not a cabal.
Yeah, there's nothing like cabal. It's
Good.
something that's available to every Nigerian.
Good.
And I can assure you that the president is making everything available. And we're even probably making it something that within 45 days of opening up your application, you have your license.
Wow.
So it is something that is done. So the ministry is equally making effort to commence, like I said, the online, I said it before, online application, whereby wherever you are within the globe, if you're able to get the coordinates and apply, you get your license. But like I said, you have to use it or lose it. So you should be assured that once you get your license, take for instance, you have exploration license, you should be able to commence exploration, then before exploitation, because after your exploration, before you get your mining license, so you can commence exploitation processes. Another vital agency of the ministry is the Geological Survey Agency, which is responsible for generation of geoscience data, sample analysis, and geoscience data storage for proper guidance for investors. Like I said, I said it when I was talking about some of the key things we are doing in the ministry. The Geological Survey Agency, they are custodians of the data of the minerals that we have. So they are custodians of the geoscience data and geophysical data that we have. And that if you want them, they are open. They have their web portal. You can access it and then make available to you. So it is not something, there's nothing too, I always tell people this is one ministry that is too open, that everything you want to do is in the open, that you can always access it and gain a fair knowledge as to what the ministry is doing at every point in time. And that helps you to even take some financial decisions and then and investment decisions at all times. So those are the issues. And one of the major challenges the industry is having is the issue of bankable geoscience data, which, like I said, when I was, the president has been able to help in one way to, make funding available for the ministry to commence the NIME project, which helps to explore for generation of data, which is available to investors at any point in time. So I believe that this ministry is the ministry of the future. Like I always tell people, in the fourth industrial revolution, nobody is going to talk about the fossil fuel. Everybody's going to talk about the minerals.
Correct. Yes.
The minerals is what is needed, and the future is all about minerals. And God has blessed Nigeria with potentials, over 44 minerals. So that is the future of the nation. And that is why the president graciously is moving this ministry to the next level. So I believe that it's an opportunity for investors to come into Nigeria to invest. There's no other time other than now for people to come and invest in the sector. Thank you so far.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Honorable Minister. One question, I think that was a secondary question, was about the having the solid mineral map for Nigeria. Say if I wanted to go into gold or if I wanted to go into bitumen, is there a solid mineral map for the country?
Yes.
That one can easily access, probably on your website or somewhere? Do we have one that's up to date for an investor to have a look at? Because that will also kickstart the interest of that investor to say, this is what I want to go into, and these are the states that are actually offering, that have those minerals.
Yeah, there is. We have at the Geological Survey Agency, we have the mineral map, and it's available. Once you get to the data, then they will take you through. So there's a map that shows all the minerals and areas and states and part of the country where you can get such minerals. The mineral map is there.
Good. Okay. Fantastic. Thank you so much, sir. We'll go to the delegates now. Our first question or comment is from Lady Merlin. Lady Merlin, you have the floor, ma'am.
Good evening, all. Welcome, your Honorable Minister. My name is Lady Marlene Onyocha. I'm from Umwa here. Yeah. And a proud member of APC. And come 2023, I intend to actually follow you off also. God, for 2023.
We wish you all the best.
Thank you. But I have just a couple of questions. Coming from the east, is there any exploration going on in the east right now, or at this moment? And since mining is not that publicly known, generally known in institutions, do you have any institutions set up for mining to train children or to train people for mining?
Yeah. Thank you. Well, when you say mining is not done in the east, maybe you've forgotten that the Nkalago cement is in the east. Yes. So maybe you know that, yeah. And then you forgot that even the Enugu coal mine is in the east.
Is it ongoing now? That's what I'm asking.
Yeah,
is it ongoing?
No,
right?
Those are things that the oil has brought to us. And like you said, we're going by, the president is graciously bringing us back to our root. For us, go back to our roots and look at what we did in the past, what made us a strong nation that even nations were borrowing from us. So we are going back. That is why you see there's this issue of diversification to solid mineral and mines, solid mineral and agriculture. Well, like you said, if you go to the whole of the ring of Ebonyi State, a lot is going on. A lot of mining is going on in Ebonyi State. You have tin, you have lead going on. You have, I'm aware that a lot of people are putting up infrastructure and concept note for cement factory in Abia State. I'm aware there's one that is going on in Ebonyi State. I'm aware there's what federal government is equally doing to bring to light the Ebonyi salt, which was what the Biafrans used during the Civil War to hold themselves. So they want to develop the Uburu salt to something that is going to be internationally recognized. I was part of that project. So a lot is going on. I believe that in terms of mining, a lot is going on in various, depends on what type of mining you're talking about, but I can assure you that a lot is going on in Southeast. Then in terms of training, we have the Nigerian Institute of Mining and Geoscience, which is in Jos, which is training youths, both for gemstone and for other areas. We equally have the Meteorological Training Institute in Onitsha, which is training youth for technical, for creativity and skill acquisition there in Onitsha. These are part of the institutions that we have within the ministry that you can use to get advantage of what is going on in the ministry. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister. We have another question or comment. It's coming from Mr. Spencer, Prime TV. Mr. Spencer, you have the floor, sir.
Thank you, Omale, for the opportunity once again. And good evening, Honorable Minister. Thanks for coming along to, give us a lowdown on what's going on in your ministry. Please, I'd like to ask you a question, and it's to do with, you talked about how easy it is to go online and apply for these licenses. Is there a specific website we should go to? One could go to and easily go through it. And are there any agencies that would regulate the activities if people do want to mine? And I've been from private television, sir. We would like to, if possible, know if it's possible for us to come out and showcase the potentials in the mining industry, for instance. Maybe go and do some documentaries and film it so we can show the world what we have, because I think that's an area that's lacking at the moment. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Spencer. Honorable Minister, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Spencer, maybe if you walk NTA, we have a program that goes on every Wednesday. Mining in Nigeria
Okay.
is part of the program that we are doing. We started to showcase what is going on in the mining sector currently. Yes, the issue of online application is something that is a new initiative that is taken off immediately after, let's say, the next few weeks. By then, I'll be able to give you the tentative web for application. But I can tell you, like I said, your application will not last more than 45 minutes currently, but the application for online will be soon uploaded. And once it's uploaded, we get across to the entire world so that people can go online and make application for their mineral titles.
Okay. Thank you so much, Honorable Minister. We've also, our barrister has also pasted the website for the Ministry of Mines and Steel. That's been posted on the messaging column. So if anyone is listening, the website has just been posted on the messaging column so that you can also access some information from the website of the mines and steel industry.
We have this.
Our next comment is from Mr. Bajowa. Mr. Bajowa, you have the floor, sir.
Yes, good evening, Minister. I'm calling from Nigeria. My question is this. Is there a FGN program, a federal government program, to encourage Nigerians to add value after extraction of minerals? Thank you.
Just hold for 1 second. Mr. Bajowa, I think the Honorable Minister is trying to access, probably trying to get...
Okay, what he's saying is that are there programs? Okay.
Mr. Bajowa, could you please repeat the question, sir? Mr. Bajowa, please repeat the
value
question.
addition is...
Yes, my question is value addition. Are there any programs to encourage Nigerians to go into value addition, not just extraction of minerals?
Thank you, Mr. Bajowa. Honorable Minister, you have the
floor. Thank you.
Sir.
Yes, I said it when I was making my presentation that we have currently what we call the downstream program that we are doing that is going to help for the downstream processing of minerals where no mineral will be taken out of this country in a solid form without value addition. That is currently a program that the ministry is developing. And another thing is that, yes, if you want to go into value addition, the ministry has set up a program with Bank of Industry,
okay,
where you can equally access funding to help you to go into mining that will help you to create addition to what you are currently doing.
Fantastic. Thank you, Honorable Minister. Our next question is from Honorable Adewale Ajayi. Honorable Adewale Ajayi, you have the floor, sir. Honorable Adewale Ajayi, you have the floor, sir. I think he's probably engaged. We'll go next to Engineer Olabode. Engineer Olabode, you have the floor, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Sure, Chair, I appreciate. I want to thank the Honorable Minister for Mines for State. I appreciate as you have spoke very well from the beginning. One simple question I want to answer is this. We have the lot of, as you said, we have a lot of minings going on in Nigeria, as you said. And a lot will be getting info about illegal minings from different Chinas that came to the country to do the mine illegal. They are not being recognized by the government. Secondly, those ones that give it legal to be to did their mileage in the country. We saw a lot of them that they finished mileage and destroyed people's farms and innocent ones that has no any income that they manage. What we have to do with those areas of things, because the people cannot just come to people farms, land, and did everything, and those people will not be able to benefit anything. What are we doing with those things? That is my question, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Labode. You have the floor, Honorable Minister.
Okay, Engineer Labode, thank you. First of all, the first point of call of anybody entering into Nigeria is through Ministry of Interior. And I believe that, like we said, one thing we are trying to do is to create a synergy between the local government, the state government, and the federal government, even co-opting the traditional rulers. There is no way somebody can get into your farmland to destroy your farmland without proper authorization, proper approval, proper permit. Let's be very sincere. We find out that unless where some of these illegal miners are encouraged by some of our, some of our brothers and sisters within the country, where somebody has no title, you cannot enter anybody's property to go and destroy the person's property. So we are saying that, one, you've seen over the period that have been arresting most of the illegal miners and taking them to the police. Some of them are taken to the court, and some of them are being charged for criminal charges, as criminal charges. So a lot of these things are being done because there's no way. Sometimes you find out that you are in Abuja or you have your federal mines officer at the capital of this, at the capital of the state. There's no way he will know what is happening in the hinterland, and that's why we are creating this synergy. And equally, it is one thing that we need to know is that we all need to be Nigerians.
Definitely, yes.
We all need to be Nigerian. You cannot see somebody destroying your land or whatever, you just sit and say it doesn't concern you. It concerns you, it concerns everybody. So
Correct.
As far as we are concerned, Nigeria first before every other thing. So if you see somebody that is illegally mining within the corridors of your constituency, you have the right to report to the police or to the any federal mines officer within your state, and then we'll take it up from there. The federal government has gone to the extent of inaugurating what we call a task force. You call it the Presidential Task Force on illegal mining. So war, or you call it the mine surveillance, going around trying to ensure that they get those mining illegally arrested. So these are things done to ensure that we protect our people, our farmland, and our land. So we encourage you to be bold enough to report any illegal mining to the Ministry of Mines and Steel. That will help us to do the needful at the right time. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Thank you so much. Honorable Felix Ajayi is back. Honorable Ajayi, you have the floor, sir. Go ahead with your comment or question.
Yeah, thank you.
Let me say
sorry,
something.
hold on.
Let me say something. Let me say something.
Go on, sir.
You know, one thing is that there is something that is very key. Before you obtain any type of mining license, you are supposed to have, obtain what is called consent form. Consent form, which means that the community has consented to you obtaining a license on their land for mining. So sometimes you find out that some few people will connive to issue this consent without the entire populace of the citizens that own the property. So that's why you say, sometimes you say you call them, maybe something is happening without your knowledge. But we're saying that people should be bold enough to report any illegal mining to federal mines officers. so that we'll be able to do the needful at the right time.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Honorable Felix Ajayi, you have the floor, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Prince Omole, for this opportunity. Honorable Minister, good evening, sir. My name is Felix Adewale Ajayi. I first of all like to say thank you very much, sir. I've read much about you. I've been to your website. You have transformed that ministry. And that's a big, big applause. You are an asset to our party. Sir, 3 questions, sir. A lot of our members from United Kingdom want to participate in mining activities in Nigeria. After this program, sir, will it be possible to give a personal or somebody like maybe one of your PA or SA details to Adeomole, so that when we want to get connected, it will be very easy for us because we know how Nigeria works. Number 2, sir, will it be possible? We have some of our members that are very qualified that would like to join you and work with you in your ministry. Will you be able to do anything in that regard, sir? Because I believe we are together in this same party. We have the same vision. We want to move Nigeria forward together, and we want to see ourselves as partners. Will it be possible for us to embrace some of our hard-working members, in addition to those that want to invest, to be part of that organization? Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Honorable Felix. We'll actually yield the floor to the Honorable Minister. Thank you.
Felix, you said 3 questions, but I got only 2.
I think the third one, he forgot the third one, Honorable Minister.
Okay, Felix, thank you so much. Well, if you know me, both myself, the PAMSEC, and the minister, we operate open door policy. Both of us are coming from the private sector. And what we say that we make ourselves available to anybody. Once you have the interest of the ministry at heart, bring whatever problem, we're here to resolve it. You don't even need my aid. Once you have access to my number, call me 24 hours, unless when I'm sleeping. But if I'm awake, I'll pick up your call, and then I'll be able to respond to that. We equally have here, we have investment promotion unit that is responsible for people that intend or that want to invest in Nigerian mining sector. And they are open to any external question for anybody who wants to invest, whether from UK, from America, from Canada, from South Africa. We are open to that. Like I said, we are running an open door policy. We want to see how we can revolutionize this ministry, that this ministry will be a staple for this government, for this government. We want to see that this ministry is seen to be up and doing, active to everything that will help to make it alive, so that people can be happy being part of this government. At the end of the day, all that the president has marshaled out will be achieved for the interests of Nigerians. Well, you talked about employment. As you are aware, I always, personally, I'm coming from the private sector, and I always encourage people to be entrepreneurs. I encourage people to be employers of labor. I don't most of the time encourage people to wait for jobs, because basically there are no jobs. If you look at it today, the federal government is paying more than if you look at the overhead, which constitutes the salaries and wages, is so much, and that there's no employment going on currently anywhere in the ministry. But if there is any, be rest assured that if you send your CV, you'll be employed, because it'll be thrown open for the best candidate, which is always what we stand for. We'll make sure that we give opportunity to every Nigerian who has the criteria to apply for the job, and we'll make sure that you are given the right opportunity and the right placement. If you come here, we have a lot of, here you have a lot of Nigerians working here, the north, the east, the west, the south. We're here working. In fact, even if you come to me as most of my PAs are not Igbo, so it's not about where you come from. What we're looking at is who can deliver, who has the capacity to deliver for the country, and who has the interest of the country at heart, which is very, very key. So I believe that we are here, we are open for all investors, and that is what we are looking for, the big miners for this industry, because Nigeria has the potential. So the miners are free. We give a lot of, in fact, we have tax waivers for miners. We have waivers for equipment for miners. There's a lot of incentive that is being laid out for miners that people can cash into for them to invest in the sector. So, and I can tell you, to be honest, from history, mining has been a key sector that sustains. If you look at, there are countries that are being sustained by mining only, nothing else. So I want to encourage and appreciate Nigerians, both at home and diaspora, to come and invest in the mining sector.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. And talking about investment, our next delegate, High Chief Chris, he's the biggest employer of Nigerians in the United Kingdom, and he's also been looking into investing in Nigeria. High Chief Christopher Onumonu, you have the floor, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Honorable Minister, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to have you on board. I've seen what you are doing, and I've invested in UK, and I'm also looking forward to invest in mining industry. But this field of mining is not well known for us here in UK. I have to be honest to you, I believe nobody will challenge me on that. And I mentioned during your last comment that you mentioned also that your office is open when Nigerians are being employed. You know, if people submit their CV, you take the best. Giving it critical analysis from what you said, we have been members of APC since 2013. And I believe in this forum, we have well-learned people, professionals, directors, lawyers, engineers. And from 2013 till now, none of us has been employed by the government that we, advertise. We put our hard-earned money to, we even during the last campaign, we sent our Delmola and the group to go and make sure that the government entered. And after that, which means all the studies we are doing here is all in vain. We are not qualified to work for you. Even if we are not qualified political appointment, so does it mean that we are not capable of it? I want to invest in Nigeria under mining industry, but if I'm not qualified, or no member of APC is qualified to come and work in Nigeria or to come and become part of the government, then how can we be qualified to be part? Which means when we are here, we are no more Nigerians, because that's what we have been told. And we have 2023 coming. So I'm employer of labor here in London. So, and I'm an employer of labor also in Nigeria. So I would like you to tell me, where do we stand? Are we standing part of the government? Are we just a subcontractor after the use of election, then they dump up there and they move on? Because you have ministerial meetings and nobody has come out of the ministerial meeting, both ministers of state and talk, this is what they are doing for those in diaspora. I would like to know if we are qualified or not.
Thank you, High Chief. Thank you, High Chief Chris. I need to qualify that before we go to the honorable.
No, don't worry.
I need to qualify. There is something, sir. There is something in that his comment, sir. Now, High Chief Chris is actually an employer of labor. He employs people here, the biggest employer of Nigerians in the United Kingdom. He's also got chains of hotels in Nigeria. He employs people in Nigeria. So what he's saying is practically not about him coming to work, but at least he can be part of the board. He can be appointed onto the board for Mines and Steel. So I thought I'd just make that clarification. So he's not looking for employment. He can come onto your board. Honorable Minister, you have the floor, sir.
Thanks for the clarification. I think, Chris, you can see that even Chris was laughing when he was talking about that. He knew that actually he was not talking about himself because he's a creator. He creates wealth.
Correct.
So for me, I believe that anybody that is an employer of labor, a creator of wealth, which is outside Nigeria, will always fight to have a government that, it is not the responsibility of government to create jobs. The responsibility of government is to create an enabling environment. So you want to bring in a government that will give you an enabling environment for you to drive your business.
Correct.
So if you are, take for instance, you are in UK and you are working for APC, the reason is that you want a change.
Correct.
And the change you want is that I want that change that will give me an enabling environment for me to bring back investment.
Correct.
Because I have the capacity. So I believe that's where Chief Chris belongs. And he's been able to get the change he wanted. And the enabling environment has been created. This is the time for him to unleash investment in the Nigerian sector and make sure that we have, well, if there is any board, which unfortunately before we came in, there was no opening in the board. They already been set up before now. If there's any opening, we can have him come in. There's no problem. We are looking for people that have capacity, people that can deliver, people that have all the requisite qualification like him. So, but I believe that what High Chief Chris needs is an enabling environment, and which has been created. So let him bring all the greatest miners, the Glencores of the world, the
geologists.
B7. So let him bring them to Nigeria so that they can invest in the mining sector, because he has the enabling environment for investment. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. The next comment is from Alhaji Adams. Alhaji Adams, you have the floor, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, good evening, Honorable Ministers and distinguished guests. You've covered most of the question I want to answer, so I'll just jump to the one I quickly make up. I would like to know what is the minimum license value in dollars or naira? One can minimum investment value that we can invest in the mining license.
The minimum what? Is it the minimum investment?
Minimum value.
Investment.
Okay.
Value in money. Yeah.
Okay.
And to go on, you mentioned.
Terms.
Yeah. Sorry. Can I come in?
Go on,
Yeah,
Mr. Go ahead.
Yes. Yeah. So you make a comment about coal mining. I was just looking at the whole world economy going into the clean energy. Should we be investing in the coals when people are investing in solar and many other electric, cars and things? So, I mean, could you enlighten us on that? Thank you.
Thank you, Alhaji Adams. We'll go back to the Honorable Minister.
Okay, Alhaji, thank you so much. When you talked about minimum investment, like I said, we have what we call the small scale mining. You can start it with even 500,000, 1 million, depends on your capacity. You can do $1 million, 2 million pounds, 20 million pounds, 100 million pounds. In fact, the first project, gold project, just started. The minister laid the foundation in Osun State. I think there was an inflow of about 100 and something $million. Depends on the size of investment you want to make. Depends on your appetite. It depends on your capacity. It depends on how you you want to go about it. Well, I always encourage you that one thing about investment is that an investor depends on your appetite. You can't be limited and say, okay, how much do I need to invest? Because we have the capacity. Well, on the issue of coal, I know we have the clean coal technology, which is already ongoing. But I know as at yesterday, somebody called me from Italy and asking that he wants to invest in coal mining because they still use it in some of the European countries for firing of their furnaces and equipment. So it's still demand. The demand is still there. We have people from Asia asking for coal. We have people from Europe asking for coal. It's still there. There is equally coal to power. You know, today you can use coal to power, translate coal to power, use it to fire some of the furnaces. So there's a clean coal technology that is being used today all over the world. So it's not stopping the investment in coal mining.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. The next comment or question is from Ambassador Lekon from Russia, I believe. Ambassador Lekon, you have the floor, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much for the privilege, sir. We will eternally be grateful to God for this great opportunity. Honorable Minister, sir, it would be nice, I will appreciate it if I can hear this from you directly, the basic requirement for investors, because as individual, it is not really easy to have access to the ministry, especially from diaspora. But if you know the due process to follow, the basic requirements in terms of document and amount in particular, and the way process and the process, it would be nice to hear from you. Dealing with other agents or agency may look tedious. In addition to that question, let me take this as question number 2. I would like to know more about Ajaokuta steel industry, which is particularly tailored to Russian citizens. I don't know. I would like to, if you can throw more light on this, and people that particularly belong to that region, you know, where fortunately some of us are in Russia and we have the requirement in language, in some of the, exactly, that would be nice. I would like to benefit from this. It has not been in operation yet, and if you can utilize this opportunity, at least there will be a very great opportunity, benefit for us to be in this political system and at the same time in the governance. Thank you so much once again, sir.
Thank you, Ambassador Lekon. Honorable Minister, you have the floor, sir. I have also helped to answer one of the questions from Ambassador Lekon. I've posted the website again on the messaging column where he can go and read about the processes and requirement for actually accessing the mines and steel industry. So you won't have to answer that question, sir, but you can answer the second part of the question. Thank you so much.
You know, that's why you're a prince. Okay. Yeah, he talked about the Ajaokuta. You know, Ajaokuta is an asset that is dear to every Nigerian. It's an asset that Mr. President is so concerned about. He wants to see how Ajaokuta can work, because we know that, you know, Ajaokuta was built with take over 50,000 engineers at a time. You can imagine, and those 50,000 engineers each will work with 10 persons. That's about 500,000 jobs will be created without just, at a blink of an eye, you have 500,000 jobs created. That is why Mr. President is so interested in ensuring that Ajaokuta comes up. There is currently a presidential initiative on Ajokuta, a committee has been set up by Mr. President, and there is a government-to-government agreement between Russia and the federal government of Nigeria, which is currently being on the pipeline. And there is a loan from Afri-Exim Bank. All is working towards how to get Ajokuta started. And what the president is doing to see that we had people that worked at the plant. We can see how we can get, because it was a Russian technology, we want to see how we can bring them back so that they can come and complete the project. Yes, for some of our people in diaspora that are in Russia, it's an opportunity for them, especially if they are engineers and they are speaking Russian languages. They will be given an opportunity. I remember that the federal government sent so many staff to Russia to train. Some of them are retired. Some of them will even be retiring very soon. Because one thing you can be assured is that federal government have been maintaining that plant since then. Till now, the plant is like a brand new baby. Any day you go get to the plant. So federal government is keen to ensuring that Ajokuta kicks off as soon as possible. So the minister is working with the team to ensure that everything is done to make sure that we get all the T's and dots, all the I's, and ensure that the place is reactivated. And I believe that if it's reactivated and completed by the Russians, it will be a great honor for this government. So I can assure you that a lot is going on. A lot is going on. And then we will not let those in diaspora out of the whatever that is there in terms of job, in terms of any placement. They will be considered because they are Nigerians. And they'll be an advantage because most of them are speaking Russian language.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister. Now that we're coming to the end, towards the end of this session, we will take 2-3 questions all together before we go back to the Honorable Minister. We'll start with Dr. Usman Shehu. You have the floor, sir. And after Usman Shehu, it will be Mr. Jonathan Odetola, and then third person will be who is named SS, stainless steel, whatever that means. Dr. Usman Shehu, please go ahead, sir.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman. Good evening, Mr. Chairman. Good evening, Honorable Minister, my fellow executives and members of APC UK and diaspora at large. I would be glad to ask Honorable Minister a question regarding the youth. As a youth leader in the APC UK, I would be glad to know what plans do you have for the team in Nigerian youth, both in diaspora and then back home. And then lastly, I'll be glad to know if you have something, probably maybe to organize an event in such a way that like-minded people who are willing to invest in diaspora and then those teaming youth that we have in Nigeria will be able to network ourselves and then be able to see how we can contribute more to the economy at large. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Usman. We'll go to Mr. Jonathan Odetola. Mr. Jonathan, you have the floor, sir.
Thank you, sir, Mr. Omole. Honorable Minister, just want to find out, it's not really your ministry, it's about electricity, really. I don't know whether you know much about it. It's still a major concern for a lot of us in the diaspora.
Can you come back
again?
Can you ask that question? All over, we lost you.
my question is may not be your ministry. It's about electricity. Because to be honest with you, for any form of jobs to be created, you need electricity. You can't forever rely on generators. And it's number one thing holding Nigerian back. Everybody knows it. The whole world knows it. I don't know. I know the president is spending a lot of money doing deals with Siemens to make sure we have this electricity thing, but it's taking a while. Do you have an idea of when at least all these power generation plants? Sorry, it's not your ministry. I know. I'm sorry.
No problem. I'm in the government. There's no problem. I should be able to defend this government anywhere, anytime.
Okay, so I want to know what if you have the information. What state are we in terms of generating and distributing electricity beyond these 4,000 megawatts that we've been hearing of for so long?
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. Lastly, we'll take the question from, well, you know, Mr. Still. Mr. Still, can you please go ahead with your question, sir?
Good afternoon, Honorable Minister and fellow Nigerians. The question I'd like to ask is, there are quite a number of artisan miners in Nigeria, and you've mentioned that their activities are about to be criminalized. Before you do that, don't you think...
No. I never said that. I said illegal miners. I never said artisanal miners. We are formalizing artisanal miners. We are, if you maybe you didn't join us on time. I never said we are criminalizing artisanal miners. No. I said we are even formalizing them. We are trying to see how we can enhance their performances and their operations. Fantastic. So we are trying to bring them.
So you can say that there is a program in place to legitimize their activities and possibly help them to conglomerate into, I don't know, into pull them all together so that they can come together and form I don't know, probably large entities
like
and legitimize their activities.
Okay. But that means you didn't join us early.
Yeah.
You didn't join us early.
I did start from the beginning, but anyway, that's been answered. Now the last question I have is, there is too much information out there about what is going wrong, but very little about what is going on. How do you intend to correct that? Because there's so much negative information about the activities going on in Nigeria and very little about what is going on and things that you are doing.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Again, let me help the minister quickly. I'm sure he will still respond. That's one of the reasons why we have this platform, so that you can actually hear from the horse's mouth. We've brought many ministers. We still have few on the list, and there's another one tomorrow. There's another one next week, Saturday, and we'll keep doing that just to assist the federal government with telling the world the good things that they're doing. And like the Honorable Minister said the other time, we're all Nigerians. We shouldn't leave it to the government alone to showcase what they're doing right. If few can be spreading fake news about what's going wrong, we Nigerians, patriotic Nigerians, can also help in our little way. We have our Facebook pages, Twitter pages. Let's use those pages, social media pages, to also spread the good news. Now there are close to about 100, over 100 on this platform today. We've heard from the minister, we've heard from the Honorable Minister, the good things that they're doing. If 100 of us, or all the delegates on this platform, go onto their social media pages to spread the good news that the minister has actually explained today, that will be part of it. So yes, but again, I do understand, I do take on board your question. There are people that are actually being appointed and paid to actually push this information out. They should be held accountable and they should be doing a proper job. But having said that, in the interim, we as patriotic Nigerians can also help push the good things that this next train, this next level is actually doing. Because you are right, they're doing so many things. You have the second Niger bridge. You have the Siemens roadmap that's been signed. The counterpart funding has been approved. So many other things. End power. There's so many of them. But again, let's also, as we encourage the government to do more, let's also, in our own space, help the federal government to first debunk all the fake news, and also let's share the good news to our friends, relations, and family. Thank you so much, sir. On that note, I'll hand over to the Honorable Minister. You have the floor, Honorable Minister.
Thank you, Prince. Thank you. Thank you very much. You've almost said what I wanted to say. You see, part of the things that are necessary for entertaining the right thing that the government is doing is one of the things that you've just done by creating this webinar portal for us to discuss on issues that is going on currently in the country. And I can say that you've done a great job.
Thank you.
I always tell people one thing. I said, the good news, you don't need the whole world to take the good news. You just need few people. Only 12 people took the entire good news to the whole world. Today, everywhere is Christianity. So 12 people. If 12 persons can do that, today you have over 100 on this platform. They can go out there, tell the whole world the good thing that President Buhari is doing, not because I'm a minister in this government, but I have to be honest with you. The president has done so much in terms of infrastructure development. The president has done so much to ensure there's equity in all areas. Projects are going on, but people decide to take the wrong opinion, not taking the right opinion. But I believe that in one way, like what he said, we have not been doing stakeholder engagement in the past. And that thing will begin to encourage stakeholders engagement in all fora to ensure that we'll bring what the government is doing to the public. Because a whole lot of electorates do not know. Just like what you said, people didn't know that before now. They will always use Second Niger Bridge as a political campaign tool. And so, we'll do Second Niger Bridge. But the president has done it. The money for Second Niger Bridge has been voted. People are there talking, and then if you get to Second Niger Bridge, it's almost completed. And everything is going on. And people are yet not seeing that. It's infrastructure. There's any country without infrastructure can never go anywhere.
Correct.
If you see that Enugu Port Harcourt Express Road is almost near completion. Nobody is talking about that. If you see the Onisha Enugu is going on. Nobody is talking about that. You see the 9th mile Obolafo is going on. Nobody's talking about that. You get to even the hinterland, you see that roads are being constructed, and the president said, we make sure that we'll invest in infrastructure. Right. And then that is what we need as a nation. In every critical sector, the president is, in fact, when Jonathan was talking about electricity, the structure that has been adopted in the electricity project is just using the modular strategies. Because all these elephant projects are part of the project we have in Nigeria. You see, when you get into an elephant project, you say, oh, you want to do 50,000 megawatts, you want to do, no. You see, small modular electricity project. Today, if you get to Ariaria in Aba, they have like 24 hours. If you get to the Sabongeri market in Kano, they have 24 hours. There is another community in Abuja here, they have 24 hours. So what we are looking at, how we are bundling this electricity and get them in modulars so that people can be having light 24 hours. We don't need to have you wait until when you have 2,000 megawatt, 2,000 kilowatt, 2,000. No, we are saying that people are being restructured into clusters and using these clusters to feed them with light 24 hours. And people are paying and it's working. So gradually you see that things are improving. The president is investing. We have a lot of hydro power projects that are coming up. And I can assure you in the next 1 or few years, the president will commission those projects and those projects will add. Yes, the major problem we have in Nigeria is transmission. And then the president is working on the transmission to get the transmission right. Because if Nigeria has over 11,000 megawatts, but what is going to decrease is only 4,000. So what to generation is only 4,000. So what means that we have almost about 7,000 that is being losing in the loop. So with what is going on, in the next few years, a whole lot will happen in the electricity or the power sector in Nigeria, because it's no longer the issue of doing elephant projects. Now, we talked about, like I said, the artisanal miners. There's nobody that is criminalizing artisanal miners. We are even helping them. We're trying to see how we can get them to the next level. We are formalizing them. We are taking them to cooperatives. In fact, they stand the basis of most of the key things we are doing currently in the ministry. Because the core of mining in Nigeria is more of artisanal mining. So we are doing everything, safer mining, formalizing them, empowering them with equipment, offering them services in clusters, creating buying centers for them. These are things we are doing to make sure that we bring these artisanal miners to the level where most of them will grow to the next level of miners. So what I talked about is illegal mining. Illegal mining is criminal. Well, it's called illegal, and anything illegal is criminal. So I'm not the person that is criminalizing them, but I said it's illegal mining. So anything illegal is criminal. So, and that is it. So we do not intend to encourage illegal mining in Nigeria because it does not help, because these are people that do not pay their royalties.
Correct.
So on the issue of youth in diaspora and creating jobs, this government has done so much in terms of youth and job creation. And in every sector, what we are saying, like I said before, once there is an enabling environment, you have the private sector people. And once the private sector people comes in, they create this job and then they will employ this youth. And that is what we are saying. We encourage our youth in diaspora to always be open to see when these opportunities are there so that I can key into this opportunity. If not for this program, we may not know about their needs or intent. So the issue is that they always be abreast with what is going on in the country and rest assured that their interests will be protected 100% as long as President Buhari is concerned. He wants Nigerian youths to be employed. He wants gainfully employed, not just employed, gainfully employed. He wants Nigerian youths to be active. So, and I always encourage youth, I'm sorry to say, maybe because I'm coming from the private sector, I usually do not encourage people to just talk about them, regular employment. I always ask people to think out of the box and think how to be creative, how jobs can be their own masters. So I always tell people there's always room at the top. The room at the top is that you can be your own CEO. So as a CEO, you can create a job. And a lot of youth have been able to mentor. Today, they are big people. They have created even their own employment. They've employed thousands of other people because they always know that there's always room at the top. You can always think of something to do in terms of adversity. There are bound to be a lot of opportunities there. So I encourage our youth, yes, when there are paid employment, we will make sure that we get them employed. Where there are no paid employment, the environment is there. We have created an enabling environment for them to come back. No matter how small, we encourage them to start. Like we said, we've been able to make available funds for even artisanal miners in conjunction with the Bank of Industry. We have over 5 billion for artisanal miners. So you can start from artisanal mining and you can grow from there. And with that investment, you can obtain a loan on a single digit and continue your mining. And I can assure you that the future is there for you to smile. So make yourself available and the opportunities are there for you. So I want to say thank you for the opportunity you've given to me this evening, Prince Omole. And I can assure you that we are encouraging that Nigerians, those in diaspora, should be encouraged to come home and invest in the mining sector, because
thank you, Honorable Minister.
It's a great sector for improvement.
Thank you, sir. Honorable Minister, we have, she's one of the coordinators for Abia State, also one of our executives. She wants to, there's a closing remark. Mrs. Edith Iwachuku, you have the floor, ma'am.
Okay. Ndewo, Honorable Minister. Email and thank you. I'm on Abia State. So I'm Edith. Yeah. So, Honorable Minister, on behalf of all the executives and all the organizers of this event, I just want to say thank you for honoring the diaspora in the UK. So we really appreciate this honor you gave to us. I just want to tell people that doesn't know you that you're a grassroots politician. We know your good work right from Abia State. We know what you've done to Abia, what you have done you've achieved a lot. You're philanthropics. I realized we won't give you the Abia State in diaspora. Won't give you an award, a trophy for your project at Abia State University. You gave them a building. We don't see many of your type that have given a building to a university. So you're a grassroots politician. You've been doing a lot of good work in the Abia State. They say charity begins at home. You are actually one of them. I just want to say thank you to you. Just keep doing the good work. We appreciate you. We love you, and we expect to see you more of you. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. If I may just add to that, also, Honorable Minister, please, if you can just help us remind. We know they're all doing a fantastic job. Help us remind the Information Minister, Honorable Minister Lai Mohammed, Malam Garba Shehu, Femi Adesina, and all the communications people that we want to hear more from them. We want all the good works pushed, and we're here to always assist them. So pending the time that we'll be bringing the Minister of Information on this session, please just help us remind them that they need to be more aggressive with pushing out these great things and the great works that the PMB-led administration is actually doing, as actually stated by Mr. Stainless Steel. Thank you so much, Honorable Minister.
Thank you, Prince Omole. Thank you. I appreciate you
for being part of this session. We really appreciate you for making time to join us this evening. Thank you so much, sir. And we look forward to bringing you back at some point when it will be convenient for you, Honorable Minister. Thank you, Honorable Minister.
Thank you.
I'll now unmute everybody so that at least they can all, everyone can give you a round of applause, sir. I think we always do that at the end of. Please, let's give the Minister a round of applause, everybody. Let's give the Minister a round of applause so that just go to your mute all. Yes, everyone is unmuted.
Thank you, Minister. Thank you, Honorable Minister, for your.
Thank you.
Let's give the Minister a round of applause. Thank you, sir.
Very informative.
Thank you for everything, sir. Thank you for everything you've been doing.
Thank you,
Minister. God bless you.
Thank you for everything. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Sorry, it's
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone, for joining. It's been another fantastic one. Mr. Stainless Steel, you need to change that name. I know you, even though I know you now, I know who you are, but I won't let the cat out of the bag. I know you. Mr. Doris Johnson, hi, Chief Chris, thank you so much. Prince Fadele, Mr. Tubo, thank you. Membership committee people, Edith, Favor, Yorkshire, Mr. Yorkshire guy, thank you, sir. Professor Lau, Mr. Chairman from South Africa, Mr. Honorable Bola Babaride. He's alive, he's not dead. Mr. Bola Babaride is alive. There's been some few reports that we lost the South Africa chairman. That's wrong. That's Mr. Bola Babaride waving. Mr. Babaride, can you wave to everybody? He's alive, he's not dead. Oh, Honorable Minister is back. Honorable Minister, that's Honorable from South Africa. Honorable Minister is waving to you. Thank you so much, Honorable Minister.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Omoli. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Oh, like our minister is still here. I think it's just about logging off. But we can wave to the minister at least. He can see you. Okay, he's okay. He's left. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. Another wonderful one.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being part of this. Samuel, Mr. Samuel, hi, how you doing? We're looking forward to the award night, party award night. Honorable Barry J is still here. He's alive, people. Please ignore the fake news. The man is alive. He's alive, well and kicking. COVID-19 will pass over us in Jesus' mighty name. He's here. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you, everyone. Thanks a lot, and God bless. There's so many news flying around these days. I was quite shocked when I heard that the South Africa chairman actually that we lost it. But again, it was just fake news. Like the minister said, it's down to us to debunk all this fake news and all. And you can see the man. He's there. Mr. Honorable Bola Baride is there. He's here chilling, smiling, laughing, doing well. He's waving. And, the news was all around town that the man passed on. It won't be your portion in Jesus' name, sir.
Amen.
Great. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
You guys, everyone have a wonderful weekend. Thank you, sir. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.